Welcome back. I'm Blair Malazdrewich, and today we're talking about vintage. And joining me right now is Kaylee. Kaylee, tell me how vintage has changed your life.
You know what? It saved me a lot of money, actually. It is so much cheaper to buy good quality used things than bad quality new things. So it's added a lot more color because today's day and age is very beige and vintage things are full of color.
Now, over the past, I'm going to say 10 years. You're probably going to tell me I'm wrong. This craze has really picked up.
Absolutely. There's a real desire to sort of go back to what people remember from growing up because everyone feels warm and fuzzy for, visits to grandma's house. And so they really seem to be going back for that sort of an idea. So they want to bake things from scratch. People have started canning again. But it's all funny because back in the day, Grandma was so excited that they started putting cake mix in boxes. Like, she would have thought that was the greatest thing ever. And now people are like, oh, no. I want to bake it from scratch.
Now, the greatest thing, I gotta say now that we're in here, this is your kitchen, and it's incredible. Can you just run through some of your favorite pieces about this kitchen?
Oh my goodness. My refrigerator. I absolutely love my refrigerator. I had to put a wanted ad up for 2 years to find it. I have my mixer collection. I have every different color of mixer that they made from the 50s and 60s. I love Arborite kitchen table sets. I may or may not have a stash of them down in my basement just in case I ever paint my kitchen a different color and need a different one.
Or you can change it up during the week.
I could, but that's a lot of work.
That's true. Now, you turn this into a business. Let's talk about that.
I was constantly out treasure hunting for myself, and it finally reached a point where realistically I probably don't really need anything for myself, but I'm always searching for that thing that's just in a little bit better condition. So I realized that there was a lot of stuff I was leaving behind that maybe wasn't my taste, or I definitely already had a better one, but I was leaving it behind. So it sort of started out as a way just, I'd pay for my gas money at least a little bit.
Now, how common is it that someone comes up and goes, oh, I remembered I had this when I was a kid?
Oh my goodness. When friends and people come over to my house, it's nothing but gasps and, oh my God, I totally had this when I was a kid, or I remember that from my grandma's house. We have that at the cabin, all that sort of thing.
And what would you say to someone who's interested in vintage?
Buy it now. There's getting to be less and less of it. Like, I'm finding it really tough. Like, there was things that I used to not buy because I thought they were so common. Oh, those will always be there. And it's getting tougher and tougher to find the stuff, especially from the 50s and 60s. You're now finding more stuff from the 70s. The 70s color palette isn't quite everyone's favorite. Harvest Gold and Avocado Green and Rust Orange still haven't really come back yet. But people love the pinks and the turquoise and things from the 50s and 60s.
Well, thank you so much for this. More vintage coming up, but first we go back to medieval times with Mike Valente.